It's 2100 GMT in Belgian capital Brussels, 12 noon in Washington state, and 1900 here in Banjul, where the President Adama Barrow has just departed for a two-day visit to the European capital Brussels. In other news, the newly sworn-in Lord Mayor of Kanifing Municipality has vowed to end decades-long problems of the institutional inefficiency and politicization. This and more coming on your way on the wall today. I am Jaiteh. Gambia's President Adama Barrow this evening left for a two-day visit to the European capital Brussels, where he will take part in the European Union organized international conference on the Gambia, to be held at its headquarters in Brussels tomorrow. The conference is expected to bring together nations and international organizations among donor partners on a round table to discuss and seek support to implement projects of the Gambia's National Development Plan 2018-2021. We hope to bring you some live images from the event tomorrow at 6:15 GMT. The Lord Mayor of Kanifing Municipality has vowed to end decades-long problems of the institutional inefficiency and politicization of the works of the council as he took oath of office earlier today. Talib Bensouda takes oath of office as the mayor of Kanifing Municipality, Gambia's most populous council, breaking the 2 decades of APRC control over the institution. Lamin AFS Dabo has more.
The elected mayor of Gambia's most populous Kanifing Municipal Council, Talib Ahmed Bensouda, has said in his swearing-in statement that the office of mayor shall no longer be a political bureau, but a place of work where professionals will deliver much-needed services to the people.
This institution and the office of the Lord Mayor shall no longer be a political bureau. Instead, this office shall be a place of hard work where professionals come to serve the municipality and deliver much-needed services to its people. I shall wake up every single day and give all my effort, determination, and commitment towards this end.
Mayor Bensouda went on saying that he will give all his effort and time towards the development of the municipality, saying the council's focus under his leadership will be sustainable development and to create opportunities for the people to increase their standard of living.
The focus of KMC under my direction as chairman of the council will be to develop a sustainable municipality that will spur growth, create opportunities, and increase the standard of living of all its residents in a responsible manner.
He also vowed to end the decades-long problems of institutional inefficiency and politicalization of the works of the council.
Fundamentally and key to my plan will be a substantial assessment of all revenue-generating sectors and the adequacy of the current budget, collection mechanisms, and financial accounting tools and procedures to drive towards fulfilling my $1 billion revenue target.
Mr. Bensouda succeeded Yankuba Koli, who has been mayor for nearly 2 decades. He was the same time former President Yahya Jammeh's Alliance for Patriotic Reorientation and Construction Party's national mobilizer in the 2016 presidential election that ended his 22 years rule in the West African nation. Lamin AFF Dabo for iAfrica TV.
Gambia's former President Yahya Jammeh is said to be the prime suspect in the case of the killing of 44 Ghanaians and other West African immigrants in the Gambia way back in July 2005. This was revealed at a news conference by the coordinator of Jammeh to Justice campaign, Marion Volkman, held at the Gambia Center for Victims and Human Rights Violation in Kololi. Here is an insert.
Yesterday, in Accra, two organizations that are part of the coalition, Jaiteh to Justice, held a press conference revealing new information we gathered on the killing of more than 50 West African migrants, many of them being Ghanaians, but there were also Senegalese, Ivorians, a Togolese, and one Gambian national. From March 2017 to May 2018, we have, with the help of a Gambian journalist called Fabarike Cissé, who had investigated the case before, we have, and who cannot be here today, unfortunately, we have interviewed 30 former Gambian security officials, both here in the Gambia, but also outside the Gambia. Out of these, 11 were directly involved in the event, and one was even a witness to the killings. In Ghana, some of us also interviewed Martin Kire, who was the only survivor of the massacre. Another Ghanaian was also interviewed. He was very lucky. He was part of the group, but managed to escape before they were even arrested. My colleagues also interviewed or met with 15 families of Ghanaian victims, as well as 2 Ghanaian investigators. We also translated and analyzed interviews done by the Fatou Network and by Freedom Radio with a former jungler called Bailo, who was also involved in the events. So we compiled all that evidence and analyzed it in a quite extensive document. And that document reveals that the migrants were bound for Europe, but they were suspected of being mercenaries planning on overthrowing Jammeh. So they were murdered after having been detained by Jammeh's closest deputies in the army, the navy, and the police. The witness identified the junglers as those who carried out the killings, and all of them stated that President Jammeh was the one giving direct orders to the junglers.
United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has said that the world can only achieve the Sustainable Development Goals if people have equitable access to quality health care and services. Secretary General Guterres made this remark in a televised address to the 71st session of the World Health Assembly. Here is an insert.
The World Health Organization was founded 70 years ago on the principle that the enjoyment of the highest attainable standard of health is one of the fundamental rights of every human being. And this is as true today as it was in 1948. Indeed, we will only achieve the Sustainable Development Goals if people have equitable access to quality health care and services. This means everyone, everywhere. Our efforts must be focused on promoting and investing in health and well-being more comprehensively. And I'm encouraged to see your focus on universal health coverage. We need strong, resilient systems that place people at the center. Universal health coverage provides the foundation to help us overcome the inequities that continue to leave so many behind. I look forward to working with you to ensure a healthy, sustainable future for all.
Well, viewers, that's all we have for you on The World Today. More on this and other stories, you can visit our website, iafrica.tv. I am Jaiteh. Continue enjoying the rest of our programs.